Hello, yogis. Welcome to your practice. Today's practice is focused on relieving tension. We're going to do that with dynamic movement throughout our practice, and you might choose to incorporate a couple of blocks as your prompts today. That will be up to you. I like to have blocks as part of my regular practice just to allow myself to bring the floor a little bit closer up to my body as I need to. I find that enables the creation of space. From here, we're going to come right to our backs. So, bringing the soles of the feet to the earth, resting the back down, shoulders down. Hands can rest wherever they feel comfortable, on or off of the body, palms up or palms down. Allow your intuition to guide you on where your hands rest. Feel the heaviness of the head and the shoulders and the hips. Feel the connection of the soles of the feet to the earth. And with each exhale, allow the weight of the body to feel supported as you let go of any tension you might be holding. Bring your focus to your breath. Allow the inhale to fill the belly, to travel up to the area of the ribs and up towards the throat. As you exhale in reverse order, feel the breath release from throat, the ribs, and then the belly. The belly sinks down. Inhale. Expand the ribs to accommodate the breath. Feel the shoulders heavy as the breath moves up in towards the throat. And then in reverse order, soften the upper chest and throat. The breath softens out of the ribs and out of the belly. Let's do that twice more on our own. One more time. Good. Take a moment here. If you'd like to set an intention or create or use a mantra for your practice, take a moment to do that now. Eyes can be closed or open. And then if your arms are not on your side, allow them to either just reach out away from the body or you can bring them out to a T. Separate the feet on the mat as wide as the mat and toe out slightly so the heels are a little bit further in and the toes are a little bit pointed out. Drop the knees over to the right and press into the inner edge of that left foot, pressing that hip in the direction of the right, the left hip towards the right. In breath here. And then exhale through center, dropping all the way over to the left. Once you've come to the left, press into the inner edge of that right foot, pressing that right hip towards the left knee. The feet are still wide on the mat. Soften the right shoulder down. Good. Exhale through center. Knees come right. Press into that left foot. Open the hip towards the right. And then exhale through center again on the second side. Press into the inner edge of the right foot, reaching that right hip. You're going to feel that curve in the lumbar spine. That's intentional. Nice front of hip opener here. And exhale. Draw the knees into the chest. Good. Right knee in, left leg forward. Drop the left foot down. Activate the left foot. Take the right knee into the hands, the kneecap into the hands, and start drawing circles in a clockwise position with that right knee. Left hand can rest on the left hip or at the side. And then switch directions, moving counterclockwise. So introducing dynamic movement into our practice helps keep our mind focused on breath connected to movement. Let's draw that right knee in once again. Bring the knee wider than the ribs. Flex the foot. Reach the right arm to the inside of the right leg and then the hand to the outside of the right foot. You can always take a look if you're not sure. We're moving into half happy baby. So the right knee is wide, frames the right ribs, the right sole of foot reaches toward the sky, and the knee is bent deep. So it's as if you're in a one-legged squat with your right leg, but you're on your back. Now, reaching the sole of the foot or the big toe with the right hand may not feel as accessible. You can take whatever clasp you need to around the outer edge of the leg. Try to keep that hip nice and open, that knee wide. Good. In breath here. Bring the sole of the left foot to the earth. Cross the right ankle on that left thigh. Draw the left knee in. Good. Press that right knee away. And from here, let's rock. Rock from side to side, massaging the outer edges of the hips, the lower back. Right foot stays flexing. And then keep that left knee in. Extend that right heel to the front of the mat. Flex through the grounded foot. Left knee draws in. Now starting left hand or both hands on the kneecap, circles in counterclockwise direction. So we'll start on this side with counterclockwise. So we're mirroring our approach that we did on side one. Another rotation or two here. And then switch. Now we're moving clockwise. Good. Hug that knee back in. Bring the knee nice and wide to frame the ribs. Reach the left arm to the inside of the left knee. Reach to the outside of the left foot. And then moving into half happy baby on the second side. Again, adjusting the clasp to support your flexibility today. And then feel the heaviness of the right hip. Maybe the right hand guides the right hip down. Maybe the right arm extends. Again, noticing what feels good for your body, holding this pose here. One more in-breath. And then bring the right knee and cross the left ankle on the right knee and reach around, interlace behind the right thigh. So the left arm goes in between the legs. Flex through the left foot, press the left knee away. And once you found your position, begin rocking from side to side, massaging those hips. Stay connected to the breath, nice deep inhales. And with each exhale, know that the support of the earth is there. Good. Draw both knees into the chest. Bring the soles of the feet together. Reach to the inner legs. Clasp onto the outer edges of the feet. And interlace the fingers around those feet as the knees draw wide and the heels and the toes draw towards the center of the body. In breath here. Knees hug in once again. Place the hands behind the thigh. Tuck the chin. Lift the head. Begin rocking forward and back. We're going to come to a cross-legged position, rolling over our crossed leg and stepping it back to neutral table. Pressing into the hands, knees come below the hips. Tuck those right toes back. Now, rock on that foot, opening up the sole of the foot, spreading the toes wide. Come to neutral. Lift the right heel to the height of the hip. So when you look back, your left toe can be tucked or untucked. The right hip and the left hip are about the same height. Good. Pressing into both hands. In breath here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend, heel reaches straight back, toes are down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose. This time when we extend, we're going to keep that right leg lifted. And you can stay here, belly draws into the body. Maybe that left arm extends forward. Really press into the inner hand on that right side. Crease of the right elbow points towards the left front corner of the mat, or even a little bit further towards the left side edge of the mat. One more in-breath. Exhale, lower down. Right knee comes down, left hand comes down. Couple of rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale in neutral. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail, gaze comes between the thighs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift, tailbone splays. Sit bones splay, tail lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, round the back, press into the earth. Another couple rounds here. Inhale, lift, and exhale, round. Follow the breath. Coming back to neutral table, tuck the left toes. Rock a little bit on those toes, moving the body forward and back. Good, then lifting the heel to the height of the hip. Both hands are down, in-breath here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press out through that left heel, reach through the heart. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round, knee to nose. This time we're going to leave our left leg lifted. Both hands can stay down here or extend the right arm forward. Belly in, side of the waist is long, left foot stays active, left thigh stays engaged. In-breath here. Right hand down, left knee down. Separate the knees, bring the big toes together, and lower right into child's pose. Child's pose is available to you throughout your practice. If you need a moment to regroup, to rest, to find your breath, come to child's pose. Good. Inhale, coming back into neutral table. Step the hands about a hand's distance forward. Tuck the toes, meet me in plank pose. Press into the hands. Create space for the shoulders. Belly in. Modification will be coming to your knees. Exhale, lift those hips, downward facing dog. Good. Right leg rises on the in-breath. Step the right foot forward. We're going to end up here in a straight leg supported lunge. So if you're using blocks or you like to use blocks, bring them beneath your fingers that are beneath your shoulders. So the heart is forward, the shoulders are back, and you might even choose to walk the blocks back or even higher up. Just depends where where the length might be needed. Nice strong supported lunge. In breath here. Exhale, press into that right leg. Feel that right hip reach back as that leg straightens. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the knee. Exhale, fold. Good. One more round. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. This time we're going to bend the knee, bring the left hand to your block or to the ground. Reach the right arm up in space. Easy twist here. Now you're welcome to, I'm going to add some rotations here. You're welcome to keep your arm lifted and still. If you like, let's reach the right arm back towards that left leg. Inhale forward. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward. Exhale back and down. Inhale forward. Exhale back, rooting it down. Lower the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. On your next in-breath, come back to plank pose. Lower your knees to the mat, lift your hips slightly, elbows squeeze in as you lower all the way to the earth. Shoulder heads move back and down, tops of feet press. Inhale, heart lifts. Good, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Make your way back to neutral table and eventually to downward facing dog. Left leg rises on the in-breath. Left foot comes forward. Straight leg lunge. Again, perhaps using props here to support your practice. And lower your hips, straighten your back leg, firm thigh, heart open. In-breath here. Press into that left heel to straighten the leg. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, forward. Exhale, hinge, thighs squeeze in. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, feel that left hip reaching back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Good, bending back into that lunge. Maybe the right hand comes to the block or to the earth. Left hand draws that left hip back, extends the arm up. Good, in-breath here. Good, exhale, reach the arm back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale. And exhale. Release the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower the knees to the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Bring the hips back to the heels. Inhale, forward to supported chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, heart reaches up. Exhale, we'll do that again. Hinging back, toes are tucked, supported child's pose. Stay on the knees as you come forward, elbows squeeze in, modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose, heart extends. Exhale, one more round, tuck those toes, pull those hips back, child's pose. Inhale forward, stay on the knees, elbows come down, heart forward. Inhale, cobra pose, tops of feet press. Exhale, downward facing dog. In through the nose, out through the mouth. On your next exhale, walk it to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms come up, palms press. Exhale, palms to heart. We're going to move through 3 rounds of half sun salutations. Finding yourself in Tadasana. Soles of the feet root down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Root to rise, arms come up. Exhale, palms to heart. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, lower in front of the heart. Pause here, allow the eyes to rest closed. Check in. How is the body feeling? Stay connected to the breath. Release the busyness of the mind. And release the hands. Allow the eyes to open. We're going to step it wide. So right foot steps to the back of the mat. Feet start at parallel, hands come to the hips. Let's pivot on that right heel, bringing the right toes facing towards the backside of the mat. Bend into that right knee so the knee tracks over the midline of the right foot. Right knee stacks over the heel. That left thigh rolls in slightly. That right leg opens out. Right thigh bone roots into the hip socket. So bringing your hands to our pelvic bowl. Feel the neutrality of the bowl or work towards adjusting into that. The hip points lift up towards the chest. The tail lengthens towards the earth. Extend the arms, warrior two. Softening here. We're going to move in through a dancing warrior series here, bringing more of that dynamic movement to our practice. Following the breath, keeping that knee bent deep, flip the right hand up, lower the left hand down. Inhale, joyful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm reaches, right forearm rests. Inhale, joyful warrior. Spreading the toes wide, reaching into the soles of the feet. Exhale, extended side angle, pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. Inhale and exhale. One more round. Inhale and exhale. Coming back into warrior two, straightening that front leg without locking the knee, reaching the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straight legs, arms reach, shoulders soften. Exhale. Inhale, solid connection to the earth. Firm legs, exhale. Couple more rounds here. This time we're going to hold with the straight leg, reach the arms to a T, and reach the right fingers forward as the hips reach back. We're going to descend here into triangle pose, resting the fingers on the shin, reaching the left arm up. Now, if you like, you can add some shoulder rotations here, reaching that left arm forward, down. Inhale, back, up. Exhale, forward, down. Inhale, back, up. Exhale, forward, down. Inhale, back, up. Exhale, forward, down. Follow the breath, and we'll pause here at the top. Pressing into the soles of the feet. Inhale to come back up, straight legs. Bring the feet back to parallel. Hands come to hips. Clasp onto opposite elbows behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinge and fold. Another breath or two here. Let go of the head. Shake it yes, shake it no. Then reach the hands to the earth. Inhale, lift halfway. Bring the toes out and the heels in, and we're going to rock from side to side. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Moving over to the left. Hands can stay rooted or the hands can travel with you. Modified Skandasana here, working into the outer hips, inner thighs. Just a couple more moments of this. Using this dynamic movement to stay focused on the mind, body, breath connection. Good. Come back through center. Bring your feet parallel. Hands come to hips. Engage the quads. Come up to stand. Left toes back towards the front of the mat. Heel to arch alignment. Pelvic bowl is neutral. Excuse me, or as neutral as able. Left knee travels over the center line of the foot and stays stacked above the ankle. Extend the arms. Lower the right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, extended side angle. Really press into that left arm to create space for that left side waist. Inhale, joyful warrior, firm that right thigh. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. We'll do one more round here. Good. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. Press into the legs to straighten. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Thighs stay strong. Exhale, lunge. Inhale and exhale. In breath here and exhale. One more round here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to straighten the leg, reach the arms back down to a T, extending into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right arm reaches up. Arm can stay lifted. Feel that the left ribs roll forward. Soften the right side ribs down. And if you're adding the arm movement, working through the shoulder, reaching the arm forward. Inhale and exhale, forward and down. Actually, I think we went forward. Inhale, yes. Forward, up, exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward, up, exhale, back and down. Inhale and exhale. Two more rounds. Inhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Soften that left knee. Come to the ball of the right foot. Pausing in this lunge here. Step it back to downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the mat. Pull the hips back to the heels. Come to rest in child's pose. Making your way back into downward facing dog. As a transition, then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms come up. Exhale, palms to heart. So for our next sequence here, we're going to move into standing splits. Into lunge. So you might choose to use blocks if that's something that feels like it makes it more accessible. I will show you that with blocks so that you know what I mean. So I'm going to bring the blocks to the top of my mat. And I'm going to stand on the right leg. We're going to move into a balance, and then we're going to move into standing splits and make our way into a lunge series. So adding a little bit of heat here, rooting into the sole of the right foot. Draw the left knee in. Good. Hands come to hips. Reach that left leg back. This is a modified warrior three. Press through that left heel. Release the hands to the blocks or to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart. Now exhale, fold, bringing the chest towards the right thigh. The left leg is going to lift up as high as you are able without discomfort. Good. In breath here. And then you can use the blocks to step back into your lunge. And then reach the arms up. We're going to do that 2 more times on the right side and then transition to the left. So if you want to use the blocks, bring the blocks forward, right into your standing splits. I'm actually going to move the blocks out of the way for my own needs. Then inhale, lift the heart, soften the left leg back. Inhale, reach up. And then last round on this side, standing splits. And coming into the lunge. Good. Exhale, step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Let's separate the feet here. Bring the peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbows reach out to the side. Crown of the head releases. Rock the hips above the heels. Soften the knees. Press into the ball mounds of the big toes. Then hands come to hips. Come up with a straight spine. And then we'll move over to the second side. Finding your balance on your left foot. Draw that right knee into the chest. Good. Begin reaching that right leg back. Hands come to hips. Press through the right heel. Reach the heart forward and then slowly lower down, standing splits. Right hip can open and lift. So a lot of this has to do with the ability of the hamstrings. So honor that. There's no need to push. Just explore your edge. Good. Soften the left knee. Right foot comes back. Inhale, arms reach up. Crescent. 2 more. Right leg lifts. Forehead down, standing splits. Right foot down. Inhale, reach. Last one. Right into crescent, in breath. And then exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, arms come up. Palms lower in front of the heart. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Inhale, plank. Lower the knees to the mat, pull the hips back to the heels, keeping the toes tucked for child's pose. Inhale, forward, knees down, toes tucked, modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, elbows squeeze in. Exhale, tuck the toes back to child's pose with toes tucked. Knees stay down. Inhale, forward, modified chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, tops of feet press. Exhale, back to modified child's pose. Inhale, forward, modified chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog, yogi's choice. And if you aren't already in downward facing dog, make your way there now. Inhale, right leg rises. Step the right knee forward towards the right wrist for pigeon. Straighten out the left leg. Take a peek back to make sure the toes are reaching straight back. Fingertips root down, heart lifts. Exhale, fold. Keeping the hands rooted, inhale, lift. Thighs hug in, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time come all the way down or support yourself. A block can come beneath the forehead. But take a moment to press that space between the eyebrows either to the earth, the backs of your hands, stacked fists, or onto the block. The action of grounding the space between the eyebrows soothes the nervous system. So if you are feeling tension in your body, tension for whatever reason, it's really important to take good care. So these are practices and tools that we have and we must share to help ourselves and each other out. Another breath or two here. Inhale to come up. We're going to shift over to the right hip. Bring the left foot all the way around to the outside of the right thigh. Now, if it's difficult to lower the left hip down because that right knee is bent, straighten the right leg so both sitting bones are making contact with the earth. Bring the left hand behind. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, either hook the elbow to the outside of the thigh or wrap the arm around the thigh. Now you can always reach your left arm back and pitch the body back to get that elbow to the outside of the left thigh and then walk yourself forward. So there are multiple ways of getting into an effective twist. Soften the shoulders down. If the bottom leg is extended, activate the foot. Breathe into the sides of the waist. Good. In-breath here. And exhale to release. Straighten out both legs. Pausing in Dandasana. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hinging forward. So again, lengthen before lowering. Lengthen the spine and then reaching with the chest. There's no prize for how far you can lower. It's really important to listen to the body. Good. Inhale to sit back up. Cross at the ankles. Press into the palms. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. You are welcome to lower your knees as we have been doing throughout this practice. If you'd like to lower through chaturanga, it's yogi's choice here. Heart lifts for cobra or up dog. And exhale back to down dog. Left leg rises on the in-breath. Left knee forward, pigeon pose. Straighten out the back foot. Fingertips come in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come on down. Using the props if you need to. Find that grounding at that third eye. Feel the heaviness of the hips. Check in with yourself here. Is your pelvis in a neutral position? Is one hip much higher than the other? Try to make adjustments to accommodate what your body needs. It might mean bringing that left knee further towards the left and the left heel or ankle beneath the right hip. It might mean bringing a block, blanket, even a sweatshirt or a towel beneath your left hip for some support. It might mean that you're coming onto your back, similarly to how we started, with one knee bent, pointing out, and the other knee drawing in that figure four shape. There are so many options. One more in-breath here. Exhale, coming on up, shifting your weight to your left side, bringing your right leg around. Sole of the foot comes to the outside of the left thigh. Again, straightening that bottom leg if that feels necessary to ground that right sit bone. Bring the hands behind, lift the heart. Now, if you like, bringing this chest back might give you more space when you reach that left arm up and hook, and then walking that right arm in to find the spine in a more vertical fashion. Pressing into the sole of the right foot, opening the heart towards the right side. Feeling the left hip tack back slightly. And breathing wide into the sides of the waist. Feel smoothness move across the face. Taking a moment or many moments to feel gratitude for what you are able to do, for all of the good things that are to come to you. Notice the jaw. If there's some tension that's residing in that space, wiggle the lower jaw from side to side to release any tension you may be holding. Good. One more in-breath here. And exhale to unwind. Let's go ahead and extend both legs. Soles of feet come to the earth. And then let's lower all the way down. Soles of the feet are still on the earth. Knees are bent. Taking a moment here to check in. And we're going to add a moving back bend to round out our practice before we move into Shavasana. So with the soles of the feet grounded about hip width apart, first begin by pressing the lower back and tilting the pelvis so the tail lengthens towards the back of the knees. And press into the soles of the feet to begin lifting the hips and at the same time reaching the arms up overhead and so the backs of the hands meet the earth. Good. Inhale, arms reach up, tail begins to lower, palms rest on the earth as the back of the pelvis reaches down. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arms. This time we're going to exhale, bring the arms down, bring the back of the pelvis down. Moving now with the breath. Inhale. Let's do 2 more rounds together. One more round. Good. Reach the arms out to a T. We're going to cross the right arm over the left arm, reach around behind, clasping onto the shoulder blades, lifting the elbows up, creating space between the shoulders. Squeezing those arms in towards each other. And exhale, lower, reach the arms back out to a T. Reach the arms up, cross left over right, reach around, clasp the shoulder blades, lift the elbows up so that you're pulling your shoulder blades apart. In breath here. Good. Exhale, lower, bring the arms out to a T. Bring those feet wide once again. Feet are as wide as the mat. Heels in, toes out slightly. Drop the knees over to the right. Press into that left inner foot, opening that left outer hip. Exhale over to the other side, really pressing in. Nice deep in-breath, pressing into the inner right foot. And exhale over to the right. This time we're going to press, and if you like, pick the right heel up. Place the right heel on the outside of the left thigh. Keep pressing. Otherwise, that right foot can stay grounded. In-breath here. Exhale, come back over to the left, pressing into that right inner foot. Take the left heel onto the right thigh if you like, drawing it down towards the earth. Nice dynamic movement, some isometric movement as well. And then lower down, soles of the feet come back to the mat. Arms are spread wide. Nice deep in-breath here. And then exhale, hug the knees in. Rock from side to side. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. Couple more rounds of cleansing breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. These are the things in life we can control. We can control our breath. We can control our response to any situation as we mindfully move throughout our practice and throughout our day. Let's prepare ourselves for a brief Shavasana or bringing yourself to a comfortable seat for a brief seated meditation. If you're laying on your back, allow your legs to extend. Allow yourself to be supported by the earth. Draw in deep in-breath. And exhale, release all effort, any action into the support of the earth. Trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting that you are held and that you are supported. If you're in seated meditation, allow your back to be strong and your front to feel softness, openness, receptivity. Elbows soften into the waist. The brow is smooth. Whether you're seated or reclined, bring your internal gaze either towards the third eye, the seat of wisdom, your intuition, or if it feels more natural at this moment for you to bring your internal gaze towards your heart, reminding yourself to stay open and generous with a grateful heart. The breath is smooth. The body breathes. If you're on your back, slowly draw your knees into your chest. Reach your right arm overhead and gently roll to your right side. Press your hands into the earth to come to seated. And together we bring our palms to heart. Taking a moment here to honor the intention you set for your practice. Namaste.